In a galaxy ruled by fear and brute strength, there was a species known as the Valkri. Alien warriors feared across the universe for their prowess in combat and their ruthless leader, Zar'Kel, the undefeated champion. Zar'Kel had a reputation for his cold, unyielding nature and his indomitable strength. He led his species to countless victories in the brutal blood sport known as the Arena of the Stars, where the strongest warriors from different worlds clashed for glory. The Valkyrie, with Zar'Kel as their champion, had never known defeat. The Arena of the Stars was a twisted spectacle of carnage that broadcasted across the galaxy. Other civilizations watched in horror and awe as the Valkyrie crushed every challenger, claiming new territories and resources for their empire with every victory. To challenge Zar'Kel was to court death, and after a while, no one dared to face him. No one, that is, until a small figure stepped forward. She was human, a young woman from a distant, unassuming planet called Earth. Her name was Lydia Carter. No armor, no weapons, just a fierce, determined look in her eye. The announcer laughed. The crowd erupted in scornful laughter. How could a mere human, a species known to be relatively weak and soft, possibly stand a chance against Zar'Kel? But Lydia's reasons for being there were not for fame or glory. She had come with a purpose. Her sister, a scientist, had been taken by the Valkyrie and forced to work on one of their brutal mining colonies. Lydia had sworn she'd bring her sister home, whatever the cost. The announcer's voice echoed through the arena. Zar'Kel the Conqueror versus Lydia Carter of Earth. Zar'Kel stepped forward, a towering figure clad in gleaming, battle-scarred armor. His eyes glinted with disdain as he regarded Lydia, a mere ant he could crush with a flick of his finger. The Valkyrie champion raised his weapon, a massive energy blade humming with lethal energy. The gong sounded, and Zar'Kel lunged, fully intending to end the fight in a single blow. But Lydia was faster. She sidestepped his swing with impossible agility, rolling out of the way just in time. Zar'Kel snarled, narrowing his eyes as he took her in. Perhaps this would be a challenge after all. What Zar'Kel didn't know was that Lydia wasn't merely an ordinary human. She'd spent years training in a variety of Earth martial arts and had spent months secretly studying Valkyrie fighting techniques. But beyond skill, Lydia possessed something far rarer, a heart filled with courage, determination, and love for her sister. As the fight continued, Lydia danced around Zar'Kel's powerful attacks, never staying still long enough for him to land a blow. She was like a wisp of smoke, always one step ahead, dodging, countering, evading. Her every movement was precise, and soon the crowd's laughter turned to gasps of surprise. Zar'Kel grew frustrated, his strikes becoming sloppy as he swung wildly at the elusive human. Lydia saw her opening. She rolled under his arm, leaping onto his back and delivering a sharp strike to a vulnerable point near his neck. Zar'Kel staggered, disoriented by the blow. For the first time, the audience saw something unprecedented, a drop of blood running down the Valkyrie champion's face. The crowd fell silent, and a murmur of disbelief rippled through them. Lydia Carter, the simple human girl, had drawn blood from Zar'Kel. Infuriated, Zar'Kel let out a primal roar and charged at her with reckless abandon. But Lydia, calm and focused, had anticipated his moves. She moved in sync with his rhythm, using his own strength against him, until finally she managed to disarm him, his massive energy blade clattering to the ground. Breathless, Zar'Kel stared at her, his face a mixture of fury and awe. No one had ever come close to besting him. The arena was silent, all eyes glued to the scene unfolding before them. Lydia raised her hand, signaling him to stop. "This fight doesn't need to end in death," she said, her voice clear and unwavering. "I didn't come here to kill you. I came to free my sister." Zar'Kel looked at her, confusion flickering in his fierce eyes. The idea of mercy was alien to the Valkyrie. In their culture, weakness was unforgivable. Yet here was a warrior who had bested him and now offered him a choice. For the first time, Zar'Kel felt something other than anger or pride. He felt respect. "You fight with honor, human," Zar'Kel growled, his voice grudgingly respectful. If it is your sister you seek, then you have earned her freedom." With that, he raised his hand, signaling to the guards. Moments later, a thin, weary figure was led into the arena, Lydia's sister. She rushed forward, embracing her sister, tears streaming down her face. Lydia turned back to Zar'Kel, who nodded at her with something akin to reverence. "Go in peace, Lydia Carter. You have changed what we Valkri thought possible." As Lydia and her sister left the arena, a ripple of astonishment spread across the crowd. They had witnessed something extraordinary that day. Not just a human girl defeating the alien champion, but the beginning of a shift, a crack in the foundation of the Valkyrie's brutal culture. Lydia Carter had defied the odds and taught an entire civilization the meaning of honor, courage, and mercy. And as the legend spread, so too did the whisper of a name: Lydia, the girl who defeated the champion.